Alright, here we go. First YouTube post. My name is Maria, and I also go by Wildfire. It's a very intimidating name, and it was a name actually given to me. A lot of people know about Burning Man at this point, and so I guess that was the first time I was actually called Wildfire, was my first Burning Man experience, and everybody knows you get a Burning Man name, and well, besides that point, I've rarely actually grown into that name over the years, and I realized that it has a negative connotation because of all the natural disasters that have happened. And for me, when I first talk about it, it seems a little bit strange for me to correlate myself with so much grief that's happened through natural disasters, but it's also a reflection on how we're treating Mother Nature. And it's kind of a little bit of an insight on what our future has in store if we don't switch ourselves and how we interact with this earth. And so that was something that called to me. Also, in case you didn't know, wildfires are necessary in the redwood forest because sequoia trees actually require the wildfires to take place in order to grow and get rid of that debris that's no longer necessary, provide nutrients to this earth. So there's this idea of having a healthy balance between fire and a little bit of destruction. And destruction for me is more of in the sense of our social norms, our social conditioning, and that is why I'm here. A little bit about myself. I am a fire sign. I'm a Sagittarius, which if you're not into astrology, that's fine, but it's something that I'm going to be discussing because I relate to it. And so yeah, fire signs means that, you know, you're pretty passionate about stuff. I'm also super into philosophy, sisterhood, like women empowerment, even politics, you know, not really your average politic discussions, but just the idea that human beings have created establishments to organize us. I think that we really need to look deep within to kind of realize that we have a lot of social conditioning, like I said, from these organizations. And so my purpose in creating all of these videos is to just, you know, speak my truth, be my authentic self, be silly and dorky because guess what, that's what I am, and start all of these awesome projects that help others and inspire others to do the same. So a bit about myself. I was born in South America, Colombia, so I feel very in tune with my ancestors from indigenous communities, and that includes the Amazon, and I get to travel often to Colombia, so occasionally I'll be speaking a little bit of Espanol, and I will hopefully be teaching you guys some fun stuff in case you're planning on traveling, which for our generation, for my generation, I feel is very important for them. I feel like it's a way of expanding your consciousness, and I remember a quote, I can't remember who said it, but I think that traveling is the antidote to ignorance. It really allows you to put yourself in the perspective of others and realize that your hometown isn't the center of the universe. There's so much more to grow from. There's experiences out there that you will only achieve by releasing fear of rejection, fear of abandonment, fear of so many things. So here I am having a little bit of discussions already. I didn't want to get too caught up with all of the details of stuff, but more just to discuss a little bit about myself. I'm 27 years old now, so I'm probably at a point in my life that I want to give back to the community, and I've always known that I wanted to do that. But I wasn't really sure of how to go about doing these things, and right now with today's society I think there's a lot of fear and kind of just thinking about what's going to happen and where we're at, I think a lot of us can say we have a bit of anxiety because there's so much work that needs to be done, and everybody's just kind of like pushing it to the side and pretending it's not something that's, you know, really happening. And just to reflect a little bit on the 10-year challenge that just happened on Instagram, all of the posts that we were seeing from Leonardo DiCaprio and other awesome inspirational people were the actual photos of Earth and the 10 years that global warming has affected our Earth. So wow, yeah, you know, like that made my heart stop a bit. And I've been thinking about like how can I make a change, you know, in my daily life to try and impact this and make an effort to not be contributing to this huge global epidemic. And so here I am right now saying, you know, we're going to be doing side projects on living sustainably, decreasing our ecological footprint, and just making an effort to live zero waste. Other things are little projects that we're going to be doing to help communities that don't have the capability of really taking care of themselves, such as the homeless community. And so we're gonna just be like hitting all of these topics, all these targets. I'm gonna be filming people that make clothing self-sustainable or like organic, very conscious. It's a fashionably, oh my gosh, I can't remember the name now, but conscious like fashion that is like made out of bamboo, organic fabric, etc. And these are my friends that are making these clothes, and they're super rad, you know, they have a good following on Instagram, and I'd really like to just interview as many people that are making an effort to make a change in this world. So I'm really thrilled to have you all here. I know it's going to be a little bit of a small following at first, but hopefully we'll gain momentum. Please be patient with me. It's my first video. I might get a little stuttery only because I haven't done this before, but I'm super thrilled to be here, and I can't wait to share more about myself and other human beings that are making changes into this world, or in this world. And in the meantime, if you did enjoy this video, hit like or follow me on Instagram. My name is Wildfire_Maria. Alright, thanks so much. Peace! Oh yeah, and let's do some soul on fleek action, okay? I know we talk about makeup tutorials and stuff like that. Here, my motto, soul on fleek. Alright, peace.